Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
I'm Bob Jenkins, and I'm sort of a Christmas nut. We're going to be doing a benefit here for Heart and Hands to raise money for them. Last year they gave away 400 and some coats to the needy, and so we're going to use this. I do an open house one night for the charity. Every year I select a charity to use. I think the biggest year I had about 200. Last year I had about 140 come through the house. When you see the house, you'll understand why I'm considered a Christmas nut. There are 7 6-foot trees. There are a gazillion other things here in the house. It's unbelievable. I have always done Christmas, overdone it in some format. It takes us about 10 days to do this. I have a crew at various times that does it, and this year I think I had a crew of 9 people to do this. So it's a big project. Most of what I've got here is gotten after Christmas sales, or I've been dumpster diving, or rummage sales. One man's trash is another man's treasure. To understand what happened before this, I had to move 5 pieces of furniture are gone, and 400 and some pieces of crystal are gone. To pack all that up and put it away for about 6 weeks, that's what we do. Sometimes I have a discussion with some of my volunteers that they think something should go here. Well, it won't. It might fit there, but what was supposed to go there ain't gonna fit someplace else. Because when I designed this thing in my head, everything has its place. And if somebody wants to put something else out of place, it is not going to fit. It throws the whole ball of wax out of kilter. But we have a lot of fun when we do this. I drive nuts because I do not do stairs, and everything is in the basement. So we've got somebody that brings it to the top of the stairs, then somebody brings it in here. And then they're always told, never go back downstairs empty-handed. There will be a box or a tote or something that I decided I didn't want to use that got brought up. Things just seem to multiply around here. I have here, I don't know where they all are. I think I have 17 nativity sets. I don't know where they are, but I got 17 of them. And I put them out, and then I forget where I put them. Because I've got them from 1-inch size to about 1 foot or 1.5 feet. And some are porcelain, some are glass, some are resin. They're all assorted things. My porcelain doll collection. Now, I have 2 Victorian doll tableaus. I'm working on a 3rd one. And everything is in proportion to the dolls. The furniture, the painting couch, the chairs, the tables, the pictures. They are like a frozen snapshot in time. One of the trees I have out in the dining room has ornaments that were on my grandmother's tree, on my mother's first tree, and on my first tree. So the ornaments on that tree are from 70 to 100 years old. And my white bears, I've only got just a few of them out now, because I have or had probably 150 white bears. So I started out with 1. Everybody starts out with 1. And then people decide, well, you should have more. You should have a collection. And so you have a collection of white bears. I have store display, movable, Mr. and Mrs. Santas. And one of the most unusual I've got is a black Mr. and Mrs. Santa. I got them after Christmas because I have different ethnic things in my house as well. I have a kneeling, praying Santa at a nativity set. I have an angel from Guatemala. I have the black milk here. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but he is the black wise man that brought the gold to the Christ child. I have probably 75 to 100 various size blue Santas, and he is called Pierre Noel. I first came across him when I lived in New Orleans because he's French or Tyrolean, from the Tyrolean area, or that kind of area in Italy, Switzerland, and France. And that's where he's from. And he's dressed in blue. And I tell people I collect blue Santas. I've been told they do not exist. And yet, I have them. I have ornaments. I have even a Thomas Kincaid Santa, a blue Santa. And a lot of them have animals that they're carrying around because they are considered to be the patron saint of animals, or most of mine have somewhere an animal on it of some sort, my blue Santas. And a lot of times they have a light in their hand. So they're lighting the way. Every Christmas tree, my 6-footers, I have 7 of them here, have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 ornaments that do not belong with that theme of the tree. And the reason I do that is because, oh, it looks like a nice tree. They're just walking by. They're not taking the time to stop and look. So therefore, they want to find that particular ornament or ornaments that don't go with that tree. Sometimes people go through the house, and then they'll go back again because I didn't see this the first time. I didn't see this the second time, because there is so much. It's overwhelming, and it just is unbelievable. But I've got a sign out beside the door here. Such a big miracle for such a small child. That's the meaning of Christmas.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.